Welcome along to your latest update for Scotland. This weekend will bring further snow across parts of the north, but it should be easing as we go through Saturday. But still some to come during Friday night and Saturday. Some of the higher routes across Aberdeenshire up through Caithness and Sutherland could see several centimetres of snow, and even at lower levels for a time there could be further snow. Further south, though, it will be rain that we see across central and southern parts, and much of the west coast staying dry. Quite gusty winds blowing here, and those winds also blowing that snow around, so that's an extra hazard, particularly on some of the higher routes across the northeast. Temperatures here dipping down close to freezing, and further south, well, generally milder air is drifting up, so temperatures holding up a few degrees above freezing here, but it will be a fairly damp start to Saturday. We do have a warning in place for that snow. As I said, a centimetre or two possible even at lower levels, but certainly over the hills we could see several centimetres of snow building up and blowing in that gusty wind. Through Saturday we'll start to see the milder air spreading north, but still initially certainly snow likely on the higher routes across the northeast. We'll see some of that wintry weather heading northwards as well. Much of the day probably dry in Shetland, but by the afternoon we'll start to see some of the rain coming in here, and it will be turning more to rain even over the hills by the end of the day across northern Aberdeenshire. Further south, well, a few showery outbreaks of rain, staying predominantly cloudy through the central belt. Quite a grey day here. Some brightness on the west coast. Could see some sunshine here. The winds will be easing, staying quite gusty across the northeast along with that rain, bringing a chilly feel here. Temperatures struggling to get much above 2 or 3 degrees, whereas further south, if it brightens up in the southwest, we could easily get up to 8 or maybe 9 Celsius. So big contrasts going on through the course of Saturday. Steadily that rain will pivot round and push its way northwards towards Shetland during Saturday night, likely to linger here on Sunday as well. So a grey day with rain on and off in Shetland. Elsewhere across the mainland we'll see showers developing mostly in the west, so a drier day across the northeast on Sunday. The winds will be lighter as well. The showery rain may drift through the central belt later on in the day, and again predominantly cloudy here I suspect. Temperature wise 6s and 7s, so close to the average for the time of year, but probably feeling quite a bit warmer across the northeast because those winds will be lighter. For more details and a full UK forecast, check out our other YouTube channels.